The year is 1988. The Philippines was undergoing a new chapter in its history, rebuilding its democracy after years of political turmoil. During this period, the Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas introduced a special coin that would not only represent the nation's resilience but also become one of the most fascinating pieces in modern Philippine numismatics. The 25 peso coin of 1988. At first glance, many would think it was just another commemorative issue, minted to mark a significant moment in the nation's journey. But what collectors have since discovered is that this coin is far more than a mere memento. It is a rare symbol of history, artistry, and value, now commanding astonishing prices, with some specimens reaching up to $95,000 in auctions and private sales. The obverse of the coin proudly bears the inscription Republica NG Pilipinas, accompanied by the nation's coat of arms. This emblem reflects unity, strength, and the sovereignty of the Filipino people. Around it, the polished fields and finely detailed designs showcase the skill of the mint engravers. Every line, every curve was carefully struck to ensure that this commemorative issue carried the dignity of the occasion. On the reverse side, the coin tells its true story. It features portraits and symbols chosen to mark a milestone in Philippine history, struck in limited numbers. The 25 peso coin was not meant for everyday transactions. Instead, it was crafted as a collector's item, a keepsake of the era, and a piece meant to honor the events of the time. Because of this limited release, only a small number survived in pristine condition. And as collectors know all too well, scarcity is the lifeblood of value. But how does a coin that once seemed modest in circulation value rise to nearly $100,000 today? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and demand. Most of the 1988 25 peso coins were either lost, mishandled, or spent as ordinary money. Very few were preserved in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Those that remain untouched, shining with their original luster, have become treasures in the eyes of collectors around the world. Another fascinating detail lies in its historical backdrop. 1988 was a time when the Philippines was redefining its national identity. Commemorative coins issued during this period carry with them the emotional weight of a people striving for democracy and stability. This historical significance adds an extra layer of desirability, making the coin not just a collectible, but also a tangible piece of history. Over the years, stories have emerged of lucky individuals stumbling upon this coin without realizing its true worth. Imagine finding an old 25 peso coin tucked away in a family drawer, only to later learn that it could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at an auction. These tales fuel the excitement around the coin, inspiring countless collectors to search through old collections and inherited keepsakes. Auction houses have reported astonishing bidding wars whenever this coin appears. Collectors from across the globe, particularly those passionate about Southeast Asian numismatics, compete fiercely to own a piece of this legacy. For them, the 1988 25 peso is more than money. It is a crown jewel, a masterpiece, and a symbol of their dedication to preserving history. Its market value today is a testament to how modern coins, often overlooked compared to centuries-old pieces, can carry immense importance. While ancient coins from Rome or medieval Europe often steal the spotlight, the Philippine 25 peso of 1988 proves that contemporary coins too can achieve legendary status in numismatic circles. What makes this story even more compelling is that many Filipinos alive today remember handling these coins. To them, it is a nostalgic artifact of their youth, while to collectors, it is a rare and priceless treasure. This combination of sentiment and scarcity is precisely why the value has skyrocketed. Experts suggest that the value of this coin could continue to climb in the coming years especially as collectors from new generations enter the market. With the growth of global interest in Asian numismatics, the 1988 25 pisa stands as a prime example of how history, rarity, and demand intersect to create a true numismatic marvel. So the next time you come across an old Philippine coin, take a moment to look closer. Among the common pieces might lie a hidden gem, waiting to reveal its story and perhaps even change someone's fortune. The 1988 25 pisa coin, once just a commemorative issue, is now a shining reminder that in the world of coins, every detail matters. Every year tells a story, and sometimes the smallest treasures hold the greatest value. In 1988, the Philippines issued a special 25 pisa commemorative coin under the banner of Republica NG Pilipinas. At first, it appeared to be just another collectible, minted to honor the country's progress in a new democratic era. However, over the years, this coin has transformed into a true numismatic treasure, admired not only for its design but also for its rarity. With the nation's coat of arms and intricate engravings, it reflects the artistry and national pride of its time. What makes this coin so extraordinary is its scarcity. Only a limited number were produced, and even fewer survived in pristine condition. Many of these coins were spent, mishandled, or lost, leaving collectors with only a handful of examples that still carry their original shine. As demand grew in the numismatic community, the value of the 1988 25 pisa coin skyrocketed, with pristine specimens now selling for as much as $95,000 in auctions and private sales. For Filipinos, this coin is more than a collector's piece, it is a living piece of history. It represents a time of national rebuilding, resilience, and hope. For collectors, it is a crown jewel, symbolizing how modern commemoratives can achieve legendary status when. But what makes both the 1949 and 198-5 pisa coins truly fascinating is not only their history, but also their rarity in today's numismatic market. The number of surviving coins is tiny. Many were lost, melted, or simply disappeared into private collections where they remain unseen for decades. The few that resurface at auctions ignite fierce bidding wars, with prices skyrocketing far beyond expectations. A 25 pisa coin from these years in uncirculated or proof condition is a crown jewel for collectors. Certified and graded examples in top condition are so rare that when they appear, international collectors from America, Europe, and Asia compete to own them. It is in these moments that their value soars, with documented sales reaching up to $210,000. Now, why would a coin originally worth just 25 pisa modest denomination be valued in the hundreds of thousands today? The answer lies in three things: rarity, condition, and historical significance. First, the mintages of these coins were tiny compared to circulating coins. Second, condition matters. A flawless proof with mirror-like surfaces is worth 100 times more than a scratched or worn example. And third, historical significance gives the coin life it connects it to milestones in Philippine identity. Think of it, a small piece of metal that once marked independence in 1949, and then, decades later, commemorated another chapter in 1982, now carries the weight of history. Owning such a coin is like holding time itself in the palm of your hand. It is not just a collectible. It is an artifact of national pride. Collectors who pursue these coins are often driven by passion. For them, it is not only about investment or money. It is about the thrill of owning something so rare, so steeped in history, that very few people on Earth can ever claim to have one. Each 25 pisa coin carries a story: who first owned it, how it was preserved, how it traveled through time, and that story adds to its mystique. For the Philippines, coins like the 25 pisa of 1949 and 1982 serve as silent witnesses to the nation's evolving journey. They remind us of the struggles after independence, the rebuilding of a nation, the pride of sovereignty, and the commemoration of heroes. They are a fusion of artistry and identity, minted in metal yet alive in memory. Today, when a 25 pisa coin from those years appears at auction, it makes headlines. Collectors, investors, and museums all take notice. The excitement grows, the bidding climbs. And once again, the world is reminded of the Philippines' rich numismatic tradition. So the next time you come across a coin, remember this: even a small denomination can hide a story of immense value. For the 25 peso coins of 1949 and 1982, that story has transformed them from commemorative issues into priceless treasures worth up to $210,000. They are not just coins, they are history, heritage, and national pride struck in silver and preserved for eternity. Reports from International Numismatic Sales show that select examples of the 198410 peso coin have sold for staggering amounts, with top condition specimens valued at $90,000. This is not just a coin anymore, it has become an artifact, an investment, and a symbol of prestige for anyone fortunate enough to own one. Imagine holding a simple piece of metal, once worth only a handful of pesos in the 1980s, now equivalent to a luxury car or even a house. The value of the coin also reflects the passion of Filipino collectors. In the Philippines, numismatics has grown into a respected field, with communities dedicated to preserving, studying, and celebrating the nation's currency. The 1984 10 peso serves as a kind of holy grail for these collectors, representing the ultimate combination of history, scarcity, and cultural pride. There are also fascinating stories of ordinary people discovering these coins unexpectedly. Some have stumbled upon them in old family collections, in forgotten drawers, or inside dusty jars of loose change. For them, the discovery is life-changing. What once seemed like a worthless coin suddenly becomes a rare treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Stories like these inspire others to check their old coins carefully, fueling the excitement around this legendary 10 pisa. Beyond the financial aspect, the coin represents a connection to history. The Philippines in 1984 was a nation at a crossroads, and its currency reflected both pride and struggle. Apolinario Mabini's image reminds Filipinos of the sacrifices of the past, while the scarcity of the coin itself reflects the instability of its time. Each surviving specimen is not just money but a silent witness to a critical moment in Philippine history. In conclusion, the Republica NG Pilipinas 10 peso coin of 1984 is more than a piece of metal. It is a bridge between history and the present, between struggle and pride, between currency and art. Its rarity has made it one of the most valuable Philippine coins ever struck, with prices reaching up to $90,000. For collectors, it is the ultimate prize. For historians, it is a reminder of a turbulent era. And for the Filipino people, it is a lasting symbol of national heritage and identity. So the next time you come across an old coin, take a closer look. That small piece of history in your hand may not only tell a story, it may also hold a value beyond imagination. Just like the legendary 1984 10 peso coin of the Philippines,